My name is Elle, and I'm going to be demonstrating Sphere. So, Sphere is payments infrastructure for the Solana blockchain, and its core aim is to help empower people, NFT creators, and companies seamlessly accept Solana payments, increase their customer engagement, and manage their online crypto store. In a nutshell, we are a collection of payment solutions right at your fingertips. So we offer both custodial and non-custodial accounts. So whether you're a Web3 veteran who knows all about self-custody or a mom and pop shop who's just trying to get into Solana payments and Solana, we've got you covered. One of the most crucial things that we considered when setting off to create Sphere is ease of use for both merchants and customers. So on the merchant side, we offer easy to use SDKs and also interfaces that are no code for you to create your online store. On the other end, we also provide pre-canned solutions to provide delightful experiences so that your customers can purchase your products and services. Sphere aims to be one platform for all of your Solana commerce needs. So we have atomic payments down, but are quickly building towards subscriptions and also payouts to cover the full gamut of payment solutions. One of the most important things to consider when building a modern payments platform is the use of intuitive, robust, and user-friendly APIs. So we take the best of what already exists in Web 2 and port it to Web 3, abstracting all of the on-chain transactions so that developers don't have to worry about it and can instead write beautiful code that does what it needs to do. So Sphere is built on top of a permissionless and trustless DeFi protocol, and this is the main processing engine that we use to ensure fair and secure exchanges and interactions between merchants and customers. Some of the reasons you might want to use Sphere is, one, it's blazingly fast, it's zero fees. We really believe that internet payments should be free, and blockchain allows for this to be possible. We're also developer friendly and no code. We cater to teams without engineering teams, to people who are only developer focused, and we have the tooling to help them achieve their goals. So the main goal that we have with Sphere is to help facilitate adoption of Solana payments. A really interesting thing has happened over the last few years. Blockchains have turned from these clunky machines that can process payments in 10 minutes to things that can process and settle transactions lightning quick. And coupled with Solana, we hope to take these kinds of payments mainstream while offering the most competitive pricing for internet payments, period. If you want to join our community, be sure to follow us on Twitter. You can join our Discord. We're also accepting PR requests for some of our open source libraries and SDKs if you want to contribute. So we're all here for a demo, so let's get into that. If we click Getting Started, we get to the sign up screen. There are a few ways that you can actually sign up with Sphere. The first of which is the self-custody option. So if you click the Solana logo, you'll be prompted to sign a transaction, or sign a message rather, and we keep sessions so that you don't have to keep on re-signing messages. So this is one way to log in. It's the self-custody login where your wallet is connected to all of your Sphere infrastructure, and none of the balances that you receive go into any kind of custodial wallet. You can also use Twitter and Google OAuth, or use a more traditional means of sign up like email and password. I already have a Sphere account, so I'm going to go ahead and sign in. Here I'm using a custodial account on Sphere because I'm using email and password. With custodial accounts, you get a wallet address. So we generate a key pair for you whenever you sign up. In addition to that, any transactions that involve the blockchain through our UIs or SDKs are automatically handled by our banking and settlement services. On the main screen, you can see some high-level metrics about your business. So things like gross volume are important metrics. We have predictions and also what has actually been. You can see your income, the total amount of in your balances in your account right now. If you have any escrowed balances, you also get metrics like the number of products you've delivered, the products that you have not delivered, any refunds issued, and some other metrics like average spend per customer, the number of customers that you have. Going forward, we're going to be expanding our set of metrics to cover more of what you'd find in a traditional payments platform. So for example, when we implement subscriptions, you can get things like MMR. So the first thing that you'd probably want to do as a merchant on the dashboard is create a product. So we're going to go ahead and do that. It's going to ask for a name and a description. I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste that over. Let's say we're going to sell a Dig Odds hoodie. So we input the name and description. We are also prompted to input a currency. Right now we support any SPL token. So for example, if you wanted to use Dust or some other, either governance token or token associated with an NFT project, you can go ahead and do that by specifying the mint address. For now, we're just going to be using USDC. Here we have some shipping information and also delivery information. For example, if we want to require the customer's first and last name, we can toggle this on, require their email. And because, of course, this is a real-world physical product, a Dig Odds hoodie, we want to also require shipping information. Here we specify the estimated delivery days, let's say 10. Let's give this Dig Odds hoodie a price of 10 as well, and we have 50 of them. Now we want to upload some images, so let's go ahead and grab these images. I believe this is also one. And I think lastly, let's go ahead and use Frank's face. So if we go ahead and create a product, what we'll notice, I'll go over to SoulScan here. Yep, we'll see that a product has successfully been created, this Dig Odds hoodie. If we go back to SoulScan and refresh, less than a minute ago, here we go. So what actually happened when you clicked create product is we created a data account on chain. Because this is custodial, we execute the on-chain instruction for you. And here what we can see is basically a data account that represents this product on chain. What this allows for is, well, it's an input into most other instructions when you buy a product, but it also allows for things like NFT products to be treated like mints. So you can be guaranteed that you'll never oversell, and in a lot of ways it helps to have these on-chain when passing it into other instructions. Anyways, so let's go back to the products page. If we click on one of our products, we can see that we can update the product. So if any of this information changes, you can go ahead and change it, put new pictures if you like. What we'll also notice on the product page is this product ID. This product ID will be important later, especially when we use the SDK, but what you should know about it now is that it is a representation pointing to the PDA or part of the PDA that represents this product on chain. On the screen, we'll also see a product page. If we click the product page, what we'll see is the product page for the Dig Odds hoodie. So you can link this directly to your website. People can come here, they can buy their Dig Odds hoodie. This is what it looks like when you don't have your wallet connected. You get some inventory details and also shipping and delivery details. Here I'm going to connect again and continue to pay out. So this is what your customer sees. Because we require shipping and name and email information, this is what they're presented with. So let's go ahead and purchase this product. So I'm going to fill in what's required so that the merchant can get me my goods. This is obviously fake information. And I'm going to go ahead and buy this item. Here we'll see a transaction pop up. It's taking away 10 USDC dev coin. I'm going to click accept, and you'll see a banner appear here. If you click this banner, you can see all of your orders for this given product. On the merchant's end, if you go to payments, you will see a table showing the payment. If we want to view the payment details for this purchase, we can click View Payment Details, and here we have all of the customer's information. In addition to that, you'll also see that each payment has a ID, and this again corresponds to the PDA of this payment object on chain. So we're actually going to go back here and create 2 more orders. I'm just going to type in some random information here to make it quick. So this is the second one. And now the third. All right, so that's the third one. So I had 100 USDC dev coin in my wallet before this. Should see that last one go through. There we go. It's now down to 70. Okay, amazing. Again, here we see all of the products come in from the merchant's end and all of the details with each one of these products. So let's say that one of these products was made in error. Let's go back to checkout in the customer's view. And let's say this last order here, I didn't really mean to do that. Maybe I fat-fingered the transaction for some reason and would like to cancel it. Well, before the merchant delivers the good to you, every customer has the ability to cancel their order. So if we go ahead and click cancel, we'll see that these tokens are returned to us. Click approve. And here we'll see that it's marked canceled. It's also marked canceled on the merchant's dashboard. Okay, so let's now go back to the merchant view and say that, hey, this all looks good. I'm the merchant gonna actually deliver it. So I go off to FedEx, I give them the Day Gods hoodie, and now have delivered it to the customer. Well, now the merchant can then click delivered. Before we do that, let's take a look at our balances. So here we see that we have 1 USDC dev coin in here. So what we'll notice is that all of these transactions so far are still in their escrowed state. They're not owned by the merchant, but instead sit in an intermediary account between the customer and the merchant. So when the merchant delivers, the product, it'll be changed to delivered, and what we'll see in balances is that now we have 11. So we gained those 10 USDC dev coins, and it's now in the merchant's account. Merchant can either deposit or withdraw from here. And because it's custodial, we have these options. In the non-custodial view, obviously you wouldn't have this because you're hosting your own wallet. Okay, so let's say for this third product, for some reason, maybe we can't deliver this hoodie to this person. Well, the right thing to do then would be to refund the amount back to the original user. So if we click refund here, with 80 in the wallet that we purchased from the customer. Let's wait for this to settle. Now if we go back one more time, we'll see that we have our refunded tokens right here. One important thing to note about what's actually going on here is, like the create product instruction, all of these are instructions that are actually executed on the blockchain when the merchant clicks one of these actions. So here we see a refund instruction, how the balances have changed. One of the great things about this is that, your average mom and pop or someone who only knows how to send crypto can actually use this platform. There's no need to have a phantom wallet. We of course believe that self-custody is king, and we'll be demoing the self-custody side of the platform very soon. If we want more details about our customers, we can go right here to the customers tab. Here we see we have one customer, this FPXR wallet. We can also view the customer and see all of the different payments that they've done and the inputs that they've provided to us. We can also search if we'd like to. So let's go back to products. It's fairly cumbersome to go through all of these UIs to create a single product. So now we're going to look at the developer experience. So to get started with the developer experience, what you want to do is create an API key. We're going to call this one demo and generate it. Here we'll see a secret. This secret has almost unlimited access to your infrastructure, so be very careful how you store it. I'm also going to bring up my IDE here. So what we're first going to do is grab our API key, paste it into API key, and we're going to now use the Sphere SDK to get started. So the Sphere SDK comes with this object called Sphere, and you construct it using the new argument. And what you'll notice is that on this Sphere singleton object, we have all the different functions that we could normally do through the UI. So if we wanted to update a product, retrieve a payment, get a metric, time series, delete a product, create a new one, we can do it all through here. If you want more information about the different functionalities within the API key, we have pretty robust documentation for it. So you can install it, you can retrieve various objects, you can view what exactly they are. So we want more products, so let's check out the create a product page. Okay, interesting. So it seems like the create product function takes the following as input, this type. And it seems like if I put this type, this JSON object, inside of the create product function on the Sphere object, I get back a product. Let's actually try that out. So here I have a list of create product input objects, and this is exactly what we saw previously in the documentation. What we're going to do is, since we have a list of them, we're going to iterate through this list and call the create product function on each one of these objects in this list. A little bit of background. It looks like this is The Hobbit, Fahrenheit 451. It seems like we're about to create a bookstore. So let's go ahead and try it out. All right, so we've imported these product inputs into this file. So let's iterate through each one of these. And now we want to create a product for each one of these inputs. Let's await this. Also get the product type. And let's just console log these products. Okay, cool. These are going to be executed all asynchronously. So they should come in all at the same time. Here we're going to move back to our dashboard and see if anything changes. So let's go ahead and execute this code and take a look at our products. Awesome. So it looks like we created all of our products successfully. So here this is certainly the fastest way to create products, I should note. So here we have all of our products here. You know, they all have their own unique product detail page. So customers can go ahead and start purchasing these products. Mice and Men. I'm not sure if you see any of your favorite books here, but yeah, I mean, it's similar to all the other product pages that you've seen. What we're going to do now is demonstrate how we use checkout sessions. So each one of these product pages is fairly atomic in the sense that you can only purchase one hoodie at a time, and you can't purchase multiple products. So checkout sessions allow you to bundle multiple products into a single Solana transaction. Checkout sessions are only created on the server, so you should be creating these on the server, and you can deliver them to the client. Maybe we check our documentation, maybe check how to create a checkout session, and this is the guidelines. So you take in a product and its product ID, specify some quantities, and also a success and redirect, redirect URL, and also a fail redirect URL. And similar to the create product, we just call this function and we get it. So let's go ahead and create a checkout session. The first thing that I'm going to do is actually grab all of our products. So we're going to call another function, the list products function, which will give us all of our products. Let's call this first product that. This is a list of products. So we grabbed the first two products that we have when we list our products, and now we're going to create a session. So we created a checkout session, and what this takes as input are a list of cart items. So let's grab the first product's ID, quantity, let's say 2. And now the second product ID. And let's do that. Now we want to have a success redirect URL. Let's just see. Let's put them back to our homepage. Okay, so that looks good. We don't have any red underlines. Let's console log our session and run this again. Awesome, so now we have a checkout session with 2 of this first product and 1 of this second product. What you'll notice in the checkout session object is that you'll have a checkout URL. So if we now go to that checkout URL, we'll see 2 of our first product and 1 of our second product. So similarly to the product pages, users can go ahead, fill all of this in, again doing fake information to save time, and they can go ahead and click buy with Solana Pay. And here you'll see the necessary amount of tokens come out. And if you go back to payments, you'll see 2 of the Dagods hoodies and 1 of the Snowpiercer. Again, you know, the merchant will have to deliver or refund these objects, refund these payments rather, So let's go ahead and just deliver both of them. And that's checkout sessions. So, the key idea here is that you can just create checkout sessions on your server, deliver them to your client, and bundle them into a single Solana transaction. Okay, so we've covered quite a few of the different products that Sphere offers. The next product is components. Components allow you to put a checkout button anywhere on your own site. Currently we support React, but it's super simple and nothing far from what you've seen before. So here's a storyboard of one of our components. You just click checkout. Looks like we've got a Harry Potter book here. We can just fill things in and click pay, and your transaction will be processed and linked to Sphere. So the last thing that we want to show is our point of sale application. So Sphere integrates directly into this point of sale application, so you'll see all of your products show up here once we log in. So the idea is that you probably want to get this pos.sphere.engineer web page loaded up on your iPad. You can click continue, log in very quickly, and here you go. You see all of your products. It looks a little bit better on the iPad. We designed it to be used specifically for the iPad and other tablets. But the idea here is you can have this in your kiosk or your store and just click on any of the items that you want to purchase. If the customer wants more of one item, you can just add. It's supposed to be pretty intuitive, especially if you're using a tablet or mobile device. And what you can do from here is you'll see the total. We support multiple currencies for a single transaction. So if these were in different currencies, you'd see 2 tokens appear here. You can click checkout, and you will get a link to pay with Solana Pay. And this is integrated with the Sphere protocol. So you'll be making a Sphere protocol instruction call, and they will, of course, show up here in your dashboard. So that's a high-level overview of Sphere. This is some of our core functionality. We are planning to release to mainnet very soon. I think the last thing that I can show you is probably the self-custody side. So no longer are you doing transactions using our banking and settlement service, but you'll need to manually execute it here. Maybe I'll just put this. So now we're on the self-custody side. You can click create. See a transaction pop up, approve this. Now we successfully created a product, and yeah, this is full self-custody. So, this is our wallet address. This is also our wallet address. Everything is the same. Of course, these funds are coming directly from your wallet. And you can use it like this. Let's delete this product. There we go. And that is a tour of Sphere.